Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Being Wise, where I present important life forming ideas from the books I have read. I choose these specific ideas because I relate to them and I find these ideas applicable to my life, and hence I think it would be beneficial for others too. Today's idea is about using priming effect to our advantage. It is from the book Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman. He is a Nobel Prize winner for economics for his insights into behavioral sciences. The idea here is that our minds work like an associative machine. That is, certain cues can make us behave one way or the other. Now, consider this example. Say I give you a word with a missing letter. It goes like SO dash P. Now, before I ask you to fill this, you are exposed to the word eat, or you see someone eating, or you yourself just had your breakfast or lunch, and then if you fill that, you will complete the word to read as soup, SOUP. Now on the other hand, if before you fill this the same puzzle with a missing letter, if you are exposed to the word wash, or you yourself had just washed your clothes, then you would complete the word to read as soap, SOAP. Now, the act of being exposed to eat or eating or wash or washing is the aspect of priming, and the effect is how you complete the word, whether a soup or a soap. So, the exposure had an impact on how you completed the word. So, this is the idea behind the priming effect. The idea gets even more interesting. A study was conducted where young people were exposed to sentences that had words that were indirectly related to old age. Words like wrinkled, balding, grey, forgetful. Now, after they were exposed to these sentences, these people were asked to walk down the hall. Now, it was found out that people who were exposed to those sentences with old age references walked much slower than the others. This implies that being exposed to ideas related to old age had an impact on how you walked. So this is called as ideomotor effect, where the idea in your mind affects the motor functioning of your body totally subconsciously. Now, this also works in the reverse. In another study, young people were asked to walk at the pace of 30 feet per minute. Now, that's one third the usual young person's walking speed. Now, after this, it was found out that people who were asked to walk slowly identified words relating to old age more spontaneously. It seems that the motor functioning of your body also determines what goes on in your mind. The important thing to note here is that all these happens subconsciously. Now let's take an even more relatable example. It is the involuntary smile or frown. Now when I take a pen and put it in my mouth like this, I am forced into an involuntary smile. Now when I take the pen and put it in another way, I am forced into an involuntary frown. Now, a research was conducted with this context, and the subjects were exposed to cartoons. Now, people who were forced into an involuntary smile found the cartoons more funny than those people who were forced into an involuntary frown. Now, you may also have noticed this effect. I definitely have. There have been days where I'm sitting at my chair working at a task, but I'm really slouching, feeling tired and done. But when I straighten my back and sit in an upright posture or stand up, I feel refreshed and have some more energy to go on a little further. So adjusting my physical posture has an impact on my mood and my mind. So this is a simple example of how the ideomotor effect can be used to advantage in our everyday lives. Lastly, there is one more interesting example in the book. The author cites the example of autocratic societies which have supreme leaders. These countries often put up large portraits of the images of their supreme leaders in public places. It seems that they do have an effect in curtailing the freedom of thought and independent action of the citizens. Now, in our own lives, putting up portraits of motivational quotes or portraits of our role models or pictures of our loved ones will subconsciously affect our behavior and action. That was today's idea, using priming effect to our advantage. If you found it interesting, do check out the book Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman. It is a landmark book in behavioral insights and is a must read if you want to understand your own mind. Next time I'll meet you with another idea. Until then, goodbye.